Hi there and welcome to my external jugular vein Osce. So today I'm going to be giving Doug here an IV into his jugular vein. So Doug, is it alright if I give you an IV into your jugular vein today?
Yep.
Awesome, fantastic. So generally speaking, we normally give an IV into his jugular vein if we need to put a large volume of fluid into a large vein, or if we can't find IV access anywhere else. So today, Doug here is quite unwell, so we need to give him a large volume of fluid. So jugular veins will be perfect for this. So I have all my PPP on, I have my gloves, I have my glasses, and then all my equipment laid out in front of me. So sharps container, I have my alcohol swab, I have my drawing out size saline, I have a syringe, and I have my drawing out needle. This is so I can put it on the end of my cannulation needle to make sure that I don't get negative feedback, which is when air is sucked in through the needle and can create an embolus. So this is to prevent that. I also have my gauze pad to control any bleeding that might happen. I have my lure plug, I have my saline flush, which would normally have a cap on it to keep it sterile, but today unfortunately we don't have a cap on it. And then I do have my Ticaderm here as well. So to begin with, I'm going to get Lily to check my drugs. So Lily, can you please check the sodium chloride for me? Or saline, 0.9% sodium chloride expires November 2019. Can you just check that for me?
Also, sodium chloride 0.9 expires November 19.
Perfect. And same with this. So sodium chloride PosiFlush 0.9% expires 11/2019.
So it's a PosiFlush sodium chloride 0.9% expires 2019.
Awesome. Alright, so putting that back down, it's labelled so I can put it down safely without having the risk of picking up the wrong drug next time. Alright, so I'm going to begin my IV now. So starting with, we need to make sure that we can get the vein distended. So to do that, we can do three things. We can either raise the patient's leg to improve venous return. We can get the patient to push down like they're taking a poo. This will also increase the jugular vein distension. And the other option, or the third option, which we're going to use, is the C-grip. So you put pressure down the bottom of the vein to obviously let fluid back up, and then we can also put a tamponade at the top when we're putting our IV in. This also creates a bit of traction, which again helps us with our IV. So we're going to be using the third option today. So starting with our alcohol swab, I'm going to get it out of the packaging, and I'm going to be swabbing the area. So I'm going to start small, getting larger in a circular motion, making sure that we're not wiping any dirt from the outside back into the middle. Next, I'm going to be drawing out my drugs. So this 0.9% sodium chloride. Drawing out needle, I'm going to put on the top of my syringe. So I'm going to drop about 5 mils of this fluid, and that will just allow me the freedom to put aspirate a little bit as well. So sharps out, Lily. Into the sodium chloride, flip it, and again, so about 5 mils of the fluid. Alright, so we'll draw out 6 mils, I can get any leftover air out. Sodium chloride back down, cap back on the needle, sharps an hour away. Looking to get the air bubbles up. And there we go, air is up. Okay, so not going to put this down because if I did, I'd need it to be labelled. I'm going to put the gauze on Doug's neck just so if any bleeding happens after I put the cannula in, I can prevent that. So, Doug, I'm just going to give you an IV now. You might feel a sharp scratch just as the needle goes in. Is that okay?
Yep.
Perfect. So IV cannula onto the end of my saline. Still hasn't been put down, so no need to label it. Alright, Lily, sharps out. Again, providing my C-grip. So one hand down the bottom, one hand up the top. Putting the needle in at a 15 to 30 degree angle, making sure I'm not running it over my finger. Okay, pushing it in. Alright, got flashback, flatten the needle, push it in a further 2 or 3 millimeters. Now I can release my tamponade at the top. I'm going to use that finger to push my catheter in, keeping my needle still at the same time. Okay, once that's in, I can withdraw my needle that point there. So now I can release all the tamponade while I pick up my lure plug, keeping my needle nice and still, applying tamponade down the bottom, moving my needle straight into the sharps container, lure plug then goes on, I can release all the tamponade. So obviously we're unable to use a tourniquet on the patient's neck due to the fact that will prevent breathing. So that's why we use the C-grip technique, just to allow the jugular vein distension. Before I flush it, I'm going to get a bit of tape, so I'm going to use this tape here, I'll put it over, and that just keeps the IV nice and still. Alright, Doug, I'm just going to give you some sodium chloride in there. I'm going to put about 5 mils in, nice and slow, not too fast, so that we don't hurt Doug. Alright, keep going in, 5 mils. And that's there. Alright, so I can put that back down, cap back on the needle, get my Tegaderm here, put my Tegaderm on, allowing me to see the point of entry so that I can make sure that it stays connected the whole time. Taking off the plastic, surrounding it on both sides. If we can, there we go. Sometimes it can be a little bit tricky. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to record the time and date which I did it in. So time is 20 past 12 and date is the 31st of July. I did IV access with a 16 gauge cannula. I did use a 20 gauge cannula in this Osce. However, in a real patient, I would be using it between 14 and 16 gauge. So I used a 16 gauge cannula, jugular vein at 20 past 12. The reason I did it 10 centimeters from the clavicle is because if we do it too close, we can actually penetrate that and tension pneumothorax can form. Alright, thank you Doug, have a good day.